coffee drinks do we have with us today? Woo, we have a lot of coffee drinks, right? Listen, do you know coffee is the number 2 consumed beverage? Somebody said alcohol. Well, it should be probably. But the number 1 consumed beverage is water. And it takes water to make coffee. Coffee is the number 2 consumed beverage in the entire world. But how about a healthy coffee? This coffee right here is called Delgado. Delgado in Spanish stands for slimming. This coffee right here has the reishi mushroom in it, has the Ganoderma in it, has a rich, bold, premium flavor. It tastes amazing. This is our Delgado. All you need is hot water. And it comes in a little sachet. You can actually add that to your cup. Now, the last product I'm going to talk about, ladies and gentlemen, we have a plethora of products over here, but I'm going to only talk about one last product, and the last product is this product right here, which is called Resolution Drops. Now, this Resolution Drops is a liquid drop. Now, I love the Resolution Drops because guess what? It's almost summertime. Who's ready to be summertime fine? Y'all ready to get y'all opinions on? Okay, y'all ready to get y'all thumbs on? Well, listen, I know I'm about to go to me. But anyway, the Resolution Drop, ladies and gentlemen, this product right here, if you're looking to transform your body by 30 pounds or better, I highly recommend this drop. We like to call this drop right here, what we call this, Dr. Twilight? We like to call this, lipo in a bottle. Listen, you want to get your snacks back, you really want to get some of this resolution, okay? Because this is actually the 3 products that you heard me talk about, the T, the Nutriverse, and the NRG. I transformed about 23 pounds, but when I added the Resolution Drops, y'all see what it is. This Resolution Drops, I'm telling you, it's a game changer. I'm serious, it comes with a meal plan. This right here comes with, doing the 1,500 calories, but it also, you take it 3 times a day, 30 minutes prior to each one of your meals, and you actually put it up under your tongue. Anything that's liquid and it goes straight to the bloodstream like that, you are going to get some results. So listen, ladies and gentlemen, I would love to sit up here and talk to you, but it's not about me today. Listen, my business partner, he is actually my coach. He is actually a visionary of the Rebirth. He is a documented 8-figure income earner. He flew all the way from Las Vegas, Nevada. And, Jay and I, we just love him. We love his energy. And his goal really is to just, see other people win. And he always has had the exact same attitude. But he's going to come here and share with you all how you get to the money. Y'all ready to find out how you get to the money? So I'm talking about none other than Coach Darryl Drake.
How y'all doing? Y'all look good. Y'all look good. Y'all take a seat. I think that I'm one of the most qualified people to talk about it. I actually got my start in Total Life Changes in 2014. How many of y'all can remember what y'all was doing in 2014? I'm just curious, right? Okay, so I'll be the one. I'll be honest. It was so funny because when I got introduced to Total Life Changes, even though I needed a total life change, I didn't think that it would come in the form of Total Life Changes, right? And so there's so much power in just saying yes, right? And so I took a flight from California to here. I was at a Flying Biscuit, and I met with Mr. John and Jack, and I was really just prepared to tell them no for real. I had no interest in doing TLC. I'm like, I don't want to sell tea. My homeboys probably ain't gonna want to sell tea. They probably make fun of me for selling tea. And I just don't know nobody that's detox. Right? And something that stuck out to me said, hey, listen, you don't eat dog food, but would you mind owning Pedigree? And it really just stuck out to me. And I forgot that he actually said that to me until he brought it up. And I think I said it like on a training last Tuesday. But it was a powerful statement because it's not necessarily about what we do. And so today I want to talk to y'all about really the vehicle of Total Life Changes from the perspective of how to earn income. So if you're ready, say I'm ready.
I'm ready.
If you're ready, say I'm ready.
I'm ready.
All right, so, I remember talking to Jack and he said, hey, I wanted to create a vehicle that can compete with the Uber, with the Lyft, with a, what else we got? Airbnb. And what do we know about those three companies, right? The first, Airbnb doesn't own any houses, right? Lyft doesn't own any cars. Uber doesn't own any cars, right? But they're all multi-billion-dollar companies. And I said, man, I think I've been underestimating the power of being a middleman, right? And I said, you know what? This is great because when he brought this opportunity, I said, I wanted a product that could sell itself with or without the opportunity to make money attached to it. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So many companies in this industry, it's like they create the comp plan and say, okay, well, by the way, these are our products. We hope y'all buy them, right? But the foundation of TLC started with the Nutriverse, right? And so for me, that's a big deal because I knew you were really passionate about it. It wasn't like a money grab, right? But he said, listen, I wanted to create the opportunity where the average person can come over and make some additional income. And at the time, the numbers were not even super high, right? We're talking $50 a day, $100 a day. And I said, man, that's the thing. And I think in network marketing, we highlight the major big stories, 50,000 a month, 10,000 a week, and it's possible and it's great. But what I realized, because I've personally brought in a lot of people and the group has grown over the years, and I said the average person really just would be okay with $800 to $1,200 net profit every single month. If just an extra $800 to $1,200 a month after everything else is paid, if that's some good income, raise your hand. Yeah. Right? And that's when it clicked for me. But then when I looked in the industry, most of the companies were designed for you to either make a whole lot of money or not make no money, right? And so I said, if I'm gonna do this, I need the average person that doesn't want to build a team to be able to come over and just be able to sell the products and make some income. And so the first way that we get paid, I want somebody to tell me what's the first way that we get paid here at Total Life Changes. Retail. What'd you say, Jude? Okay, so the first way that we get paid here, the first way that you're gonna start receiving a paycheck here in Total Life Changes is retail. So, you heard Sonia talking about how we have this all natural energy. It has 5-HTP in it, it's a mood changer. And just imagine being able to earn $20 every single time you pair a product with a problem. So what I tell people is I don't really sell anything. I ask the right questions. And so I want to give you a little bit of education while I do the presentation. Is that okay?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So when I look at our product line, when I'm asking the question to someone, I'm not saying, hey, you need our Nutriverse, or hey, you need our detox. I'm saying, hey, listen, if you could change anything about your health right now, what would it be? And I allow them to tell me what they would change. And then from there, they may say, oh, well, I wish I had more energy. Or, I got this dad vibe thing going. I want this to disappear. Right? Whatever it is, I'm just listening because what I know is this. What I know is that I have a product to pair with their problem. And so you don't have to be good at sales here because here's the reality of it. You can't say the wrong thing to the right person. If you're asking the right questions, people are going to tell you exactly what they need. And so, you hear about the success that I've been able to have, but really it was really just a combination of me asking the right questions. And so just imagine being able to wake up and earn $20 every single time you sell a product. Now $20 for today is probably not a lot, but if you're doing that 4 or 5 times a day. And this is where it all shifted, I believe, for us, and I'm sure Twyla can agree, social media. See, back in the day when we got started, and not just TLC, but just in the industry in itself, I mean, if you're getting 5 customers, you were working for those 5 customers. You was going to Denny's and Starbucks, and you was driving across town. Now you make $20 on that's not gonna cut it, right? Mm-hmm. But we have something called social media. Raise your hand if you have any type of social media. 3 of you, perfect. And So social media makes it to where you can create content, you can post it, and now, instead of doing the actual work to go meet up with someone, you can give them your message within an instant. That makes sense?
Yeah.
And it's so funny because I was on the way here, I see this image, and on the image, it had gave the comparison of like, and I don't know if it was like AI generated or not, but it said 50 likes, and then it showed a room with 50 people. And then it was like 100 likes, and it showed a room with 100. And then it was like, 100,000 views, and it showed this massive stadium with 100,000 people inside the stadium. Have you guys seen that out there? So it just put it into perspective. You don't need tens of thousands of likes. Literally, if you get 100 likes, you just expose your business to 100 people. And if you're utilizing social media the right way, you're curating an audience, and if you're talking to them the right way and all of that, you're going to be able to convert. And so me, since we've been back, I've personally been able to enroll close to 300 people directly into the company. I don't know, as far as Total Life Changes is concerned, I don't know of anyone that has personally sponsored more people than me outside of Stormy, right? And so I don't say that to impress you, but just to really say social media was the way that I did that, right? It wasn't me meeting up with people. I'd be lying if I told you that. I may pop out sometimes. But the reality of it is 90% of the people that enroll with me, they enroll with me because of social media. The best to ever do in that industry. And I'm ready to celebrate some people. I'm ready to do it. So what I want to do at this time is hand you this.
Hello, how y'all doing?
Good, hi.
Where are the guests in the room? Raise your hand if you're a guest in the room. So I want to just take a couple minutes and just say something to the guests, because I was in this room as well as a guest. And I was just really tired of my corporate job. I was working as a Medicare and Medicaid coordinator. I had done that for 10 years. It was my one and only job that I'd ever had. And I got a new boss that came in, and he and I just didn't get along. And I started talking to this guy and telling him how much I hated my job. And he invited me out to a presentation just like this. And they were sharing and talking kind of what Drake was sharing and Sonia was sharing. And I said, that's not for me. Because I had a good job, a good corporate job. I did not understand network marketing. I didn't understand residual income. And I said, oh, thank you, but no thank you. And so I went back to my corporate job, and every day it got harder and harder. And I called him up and I said, hey, is that job still available that you told me about? He said, this isn't a job, it's an opportunity. And I was accustomed to having a guarantee. But I was seeking, which is why I went to the presentation. And so you're seeking. That's why you're here. Some of you went somewhere else, and they came over here. So you really seeking, right? And I'm so glad that it was an opportunity. Because of that, I got started. I didn't really understand everything, but I didn't like where I was, right? So I knew I had to do something different, because I heard over and over and over, doing the same thing, expecting a different result is insanity. Mm-hmm. And because I said yes, and I was able to plug into a system, right? And fast forward, I earned my first 6 figures. I only earned about $45,000, right? That was in 1998.
Wow.
Fast forward to 2008, I joined a company and helped them build distribution networks around the world. I earned my first $1 million. And then there was this big crash. There was a lot of craziness that went on with the economy, right? And so I got a call from a guy that told me that there was someone in my town, my city, in Houston, Texas. Said, you need to go talk to him. So you got a call today that somebody said that there's somebody here that you need to come and see or listen to. And he said, you need to go talk to him. And so I did. I sat down, he was very unassuming. Sheree, he had on some
some blue jeans, was a little bit wrinkled. He had on just a collared shirt, right? He had on some sneakers that, you know, wasn't really designer at all. And I said, And he just said, hey, I have these high quality products that offer me results. And I said, well, who's involved? And he said, well, we're involved in Mexico. And I'm like, Mexico? Okay. But it was something about him and him just being very, you know, calm, no big song and dance, no any of that. And so he gave us the product to try. And we took the products home and we used them and we got results in 24 hours. Back then they had something called strike up and love, right? Whatever you do once in the bedroom, you can do it twice. And I was like, okay. And the detox tea, right? We drank it, had an experience the next day. But the bigger thing for me was that it was something fresh and new. And I knew that if, in fact, the products worked, and he shared that comp plan that Drake just talked to you about, I'm like, if that works, if I can get 50% commission if I send somebody to my website, they purchase the product, it ships to their door, and I get 50% commission, there's nothing around that gives a 50% commission, right? Even nowadays, for those that are doing TikTok and influencers and things like that, you're not getting a 50% commission on the products that you're marketing. And if I could share with somebody that really understood what I was doing and they wanted to be my partner, and I would get a 50% commission, I'm like, that sounds really good. So guys, we got started. And within a 10-year period of time, we did $1 billion in sales in this company right here. Wow. $1 billion. With a B. And we were able to do that because of the people that you're gonna get to see here in just a few minutes. I was sitting back there and I was just thinking.
What greater gift on my birthday to actually hit at midnight on my birthday.
Amen. Come on now. Come on now.
So I want to say thank you to my sponsor, who is Daryl Drake. He did call me asking me, what do you think? I'm thinking about going back to TLC. I'm like, absolutely. You did it. You can do it again. He's like, you think so? I'm like, yes. I said, oh, wait, you're not leaving me. He was like, oh, you want to come? I'm like, yeah. I'm just going to look. I'm going to watch for a couple months. This is what I told him. I just want to lock in my position of equity. Because remember what he said before, if you wait, now you're on behind people. So I said, I'm going to lock my position of equity. I've been here before. I know it's important to get in first, right? So then I thought about it and I was in Houston. I said, wait, were you really calling to ask me or were you trying to sign me up? He was like, no, I promise I was asking. I was like, you're so smooth. I think you tricked me. But listen, I'm just blessed. I'm glad to be here working with some amazing people. We have a challenge going on where I've gotten to meet people from other teams. And it's just an amazing ride. For those of you who are our guests today,
Big team, good leadership. We love you guys.
Hey guys, so I hope that video was inspirational to you as much as it was to me. And that was actually my second time getting to attend training that they have had here in Atlanta, Georgia. The first one was at Sheree's Whitfield's mansion in Atlanta, Georgia. And then the second one was at a event center in Atlanta, Georgia. So it was, I love getting these trainings because it gets me more motivated and inspired to like fully run my business. Like if they did it, I know that I can do it too. So you know that saying, if you want to be a millionaire, you need to surround yourself around millionaires because they can show you and they can tell you, things on how you can become the next millionaire. So I'm definitely appreciative of that. I also say this, when you want to change, make sure you change the people that you're around. If you want to see growth, change your environment. Because if you're around people that are not motivated, that have nothing going on, they can't teach you anything, they can't offer you anything, most more likely you are not going to be motivated to succeed. But if you have ambition and you are motivated to succeed, then you definitely can do it. But if you want to take it to a extra level, start placing yourself around people that can actually teach you and show you some things in life that are positive. So anyway, I was with the company in 2020, and my sponsor was Juju from Love and Hip Hop of New York. And so when I was with them back during the pandemic, I did pretty well. And then after 2 years of being with them, pretty much everybody decided to leave that was sponsoring me and whoever else was with the company. And so this year, they have a rebirth. Even the 2 millionaires that were doing the training, they had left as well. But there has been a rebirth. And then they also have new products, which is 3 different flavors of the IASO tea, which is watermelon, fruit punch, and lemonade. And those are the new ones. They also still have the original. Now, these are instant teas. They still have the traditional brewed teas that you can purchase, which it has no flavor. You can brew it. Now you can add your own fruit to it. I would advise, though, if you do, use some natural sweeteners like agave, honey, stevia, things of that sort, because you're trying to detox your body. The purpose of using the teas is to detox your body. And then, of course, you know, when you detox, you lose weight. So that's the purpose. So you want to make sure that you follow that. And also we have the multi-liquid NutriBurst. It's a multi-liquid vitamin. Taking 1 tablespoon, 1 serving of a tablespoon is like eating 10 salads. So it's packed with a lot of nutrients, a lot of vitamins that you can take all within a serving of a spoon. Okay, a tablespoon. And you'll have your serving for the day of your vitamins. Let me show you guys what the products look like. Bottle size, but you also get the packs, and it comes in a pack like this, and they're individually wrapped. You get 30 in a bag. And this is the vitamin that I was telling you about. So you can do it in here, or you can get the bottle. I like this one because you can actually travel with these packs. You can take them on the go. This is the lemon flavor IASO tea. I have these individual in bags where I'm selling them. So if you would like to get some samples, they are 5 products for $25. So you can pick any 5 products. So I have the lemonade, I have the fruit punch, I also have watermelon if I can find it. I have watermelon as well. And then I have a lot of NutriBurst packs. So you get 5 products for $5. But if you want to just get the whole pack, the whole kit, I will have that link available where you can go to my website and you'll be able to purchase the products from my website. So anyway, the company has great products. And so when Juju went back, she had reached out to me and said, "Hey, Latoya, I hope all has been well." She was like, "But hey, look, I am back with TLC, and they have a rebirth. Everything is completely different, and people are over here making money while they're helping change people's lives." And I was like, I don't know, because they left a bad taste in my mouth the last time. And she said, I know. She said it left a bad taste in a lot of us, a lot of our mouths. But there has been a rebirth, and it's a lot better. And so I was just like, I'll keep it in mind. So my aunt was having a fashion show, and she was looking for vendors. And so I thought about Juju. I reached out to her and was like, "Hey, Juju, my aunt is having a fashion show in Indianapolis, Indiana. And I think it would be good for you to be a vendor." And she was like, "What day?" And so I told her, it was kind of like a short notice too, like 2 weeks before the event. And she was like, "Oh, I actually have an event in Orlando with TLC. I won't be to come, but what I can do is send products." And so I was like, "Oh, okay." So she was like, "Latoya, you really need to be a part of this. You really need to just come back." And I'm like, she's like, "Girl, you did good. Like, you got me on the phone. You're telling me about this event." She was like, "You need to be back in here." And so she was like, "I'm gonna get you back in here." So she got me back in. She sent out the products. And the products are amazing. Okay, we know for sure that the products are good. The products work. We also know for sure, with being in this business, that we can make money. It can change your life. So that's another reason why I'm with it. And it's a solution. Everyone wants to change something about their health. Maybe they need energy. And I didn't talk about NRG. We have a product called NRG. It helps with your energy. It also gives you mind clarity. Now we offer a 15-day detox kit, right? And so with that kit, you're gonna get the NutriBurst, you're gonna get your choice of tea, and you're also gonna get the NRG. Now, when you purchase that kit, it also comes with the meal plan, an exercising routine for you to do. It's going to give you a daily checklist where you can track your progress as you're going. And I think that's amazing because I don't know too many things that that would help you. Did I also say? Oh, it gives you a dietary meal plan. It gives you a meal plan, and so it comes with all of that. And it's also a good idea if you can join with a friend because you'll have an accountability partner. But we have those, and then we have the business side. If you are someone looking to start a business, or maybe you're looking for a way to make money, being a business partner with TLC is definitely a great opportunity because there is money and there's multiple ways that you can make money. So one of them is if you decide, hey, I want to be a business partner with TLC, you want to come to my team, I'll be your sponsor. I would love to have you. As soon as you get set up, within 48 hours, your business will be up. You will have a website, you will have a back office, as well as support. We have meetings weekly, training weekly, and if you are applying yourself, you will be able to make money. So this is one of the ways. So if you come in and you don't invest and get products, right, you don't get inventory. Well, if you refer people to your website, each time they buy a product without you making an investment, you make $20 off of someone coming to your shop shopping. Okay, you just telling them about it, and while you're asleep, you're making $20 each item. All right. Another way, if you go to the business side and you start, bringing other individuals to be a partner with the company, you make 50% of whatever they do. Okay. So it's a great way of having a residual income where you have a strong source of income coming in every month, and then you're going to have support. And they also have trainings just like the ones, because I went to 2 and I showed both, the ones that I have been able to attend. And you are able to invite people. You are encouraged to invite people because this is how you're going to get other people to know about the company, to know about the brand, and know about the products, okay? And so either they can be a loyal customer or they can say, hey, I want to be a business partner and start my business today. It's an amazing company. Going to be surrounded around amazing people, getting the training and the knowledge that you need. So if this is something that you're interested in, I would love to have you be a part of my team. All you have to do is click the link down in the description and sign up, but also reach out to me once you do that so that I can welcome you and also get you the training that you're going to need. All right, if this is your first time to my channel, please make sure you like, you share, you subscribe, and you comment. Until next time, I will talk to you later. Thanks for coming and watching my video.